right, good morning. Saturday. I got boat hair. I don't care. One of these days I'll get a haircut. What's happening, everybody? We got tropics. We're going to talk all about the tropics here, and we're going to talk about the weather coming up this week. Got up early. I don't know what the heck happened. It's about 5 o'clock this morning, and been watching weather ever since. So let me get everybody to log in. We're going to say some highs. We got friends from all over. What's up, Casper? Hey, Savannah. What's up, Jim? Softball Saturday. Yeah, we haven't played softball in forever. I missing our weekends with Emily. Hey, Karen, I'm going to show you what's popping. Hey, Sue, Pensacola. What's up, James? Thanks for being a supporter. You too, Peggy. Hey, Thomas, what's cooking? Got some stars. Hey, Whitney, what's up there? Rainy Louisiana. So we're going to talk about the tropics. We're going to talk about that big old mess that came off of Texas. We're going to talk about this upper mid-level low that's going to be an influencer on potential Arthur. And so there you go. Look at that. We got a lot of friends and family coming in. All right. So all you supporters out there, thank you very much. I always get asked a million times the best way to support what I do, and me being a server of weather. Right here, you can be a supporter of Mike's Weather Page, and the best way to give me a tip. People ask all the time. So there you go. Best way to do it right there. Be a supporter. Get a cool little badge, and be like everybody else. Be cool, right? Be like Matthews. All right, so here's the scoop. Let's talk about the weather. As we know, we've had. Let's take a look at radar real quick. Here's the current look at radar. We definitely have our low pressure setting up on the east coast of Florida this morning, and there does appear to be a low pressure center developing just east of Lake Okeechobee. Very broad low. You can see it spinning, but this is a great site. This is the College of DuPage. I believe that's how you pronounce it, DuPage. But right here, you can definitely see a bubbling of convection, and you can definitely see some lower level swirls occurring. If I can zoom in. Nope, can't zoom in on that. So definitely seeing a rotation down here. And I put the link on earlier. You can see it. But very impressive swirl. If I can see if we have a zoom on this page, but I don't think we do. So anyway, that's where we're going. We got the hurricane hunters out right now. You can track them all over the place. This is a great site, Tropical Tidbits. The hurricane hunters are flying in right now. As a matter of fact, they just went through that little blob area, and you can kind of see it. You can see the dead winds here, potential center. You can see the wind shift with the wind barbs. So that's where they're investigating right now. And it's not completely closed. It's not very tight. Whether or not it's enough for them to classify it, we'll see. But anyway, they'll make a few passes through here. They'll do their flight pattern. So that's happening now. You can watch them live. And let's take a couple other looks at some windage real quick. See if we can see it on our Knoll School site. And pretty. I mean, this is satellite-driven data. Hey, Dave. Yeah, I believe the rocket ships are. I would not believe they would be flying in this weather at all. They did delay the first launch. And there you go. Yeah, what's up there, Brian? That's what she said. It was Arthur. All right, so there we go. There's spinach. That's exactly what we're watching right now. This was probably not fresh data. Probably going to get bumped a little farther to the north. But there's your lower level winds. 850 millibar. Pretty broad, but you can see the circulation. 500 millibar is kind of getting there. So it's definitely becoming stacked, according to these models. Another models we look at here on the UW-Madison site, the 850 millibar showing vorticity, and the 500 millibar is showing some broad vorticity. So those are two things. Also, we can look at shear map. I haven't looked at any. Oh, look at that. There is a pocket of light shear. So these are all producing favorable conditions. So, you know, I don't see anything stopping this from developing. Latest 12Z spaghetti models just came out. What's cool about all these models, the coolest thing about Tropical Tidbits models is it'll actually tell you 12Z, and that would be the latest one. So here you go. These ones just came out, latest 12Z. When we thanks Mary. When we do this every tropical season, and it's so cool because Levi's models get posted around 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:15. So when we're doing our lives, we get fresh spaghetti. So I've been talking a lot about this west trend over the last day. You know, we watch trends in models, and the models have definitely been trending to tick to the west. Doesn't really mean much because it's a tropical storm, likely max. So you know, I don't want to hype it. It's not a Category 5 hurricane, but could be tropical storm, and we could have a deepening tropical storm coming up. And of course, you know, that's tropical storm. So if it's too boring for you, then come back in August when the storms get kicking. So what's up, Whitney? Yeah, we got some drunk spaghetti. So here's the deal. We've been talking a lot about this mid-level energy coming across, and let's see kind of what it looks like. So we've got three different areas of weather. Now we've been talking about this upper level low that's been coming across, and what went through Texas. Let's take a look at that right now, as a matter of fact, because Texas got rocked last night, and holy cow, look at this. I showed this a bunch last night. Unfortunately, some of this rain's heading toward Louisiana, and they got hit hard the other night too. But look at this big bow. Tons of lightning in South Texas right now. I mean, absolutely getting rocked in southern tip of Texas this morning. And this is kind of all tied into that weird vorticity we were watching a week ago, showed coming down. And it's indeed playing out. Now, none of the models are showing this really to organize. There are a few ensembles that are showing it. But Texas does it big, right? This is beyond blobbage. I don't know what the heck you call this thing. This thing's it makes Arthur look like a little pipsqueak. we're over here talking about this little thing, right? But look at over here. It's like, you know, hey, talk about me. Talk about me. Me. Oh, Don, did I say tip? God darn it. What was I supposed to say? Is that the peninsula? I think, didn't you educate me on this? It's like saying Raleigh. Really? So Texas tip is the top, right? And the peninsula is the bottom. So, duh. At least I'm talking about Texas. I used to only talk about Florida. So anyway, this is happening now. This should fizzle out. This low level, this energy right here is gonna. Let's take a look at some short range radar, but. This is a low pressure area that we were showing that some of the models had it coming down to the Gulf and eventually getting back here like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday back to Florida. But it's going to put some rain through Louisiana later. There's going to be a back end of this thing bringing more rain today in eastern Texas. There's our low pressure. And this is all going to meander its way across central Gulf. And eventually this is going to end up being part of a bigger system that's going to merge with Arthur. So that's the weird weather pattern that we're watching later in the week. But let's talk about Arthur real quick. So anyways, well, I had a million people asking about that Texas blob, but all the models are showing this. Here it is right here. This is an AM. It's just kind of showing it fizzle out. We're going to have a period of some dry air, and the actual energy source is getting pulled northward. So shouldn't do much in the Gulf, even though it looks mammoth right now. I don't see anything becoming of it as it makes its way to the middle Gulf. So there is this, however. Let's take a look at the latest couple models, and then we'll see First time I've heard the word vorticity, Rick. Yeah, I've been learning a lot. Vorticity is spinach. We call vorticity spinach. So here's the euro. Let's take a look at some stuff here. Well, let's get back to Arthur real quick, just to show you potential impacts from Arthur. So the GFS has been trending eastward along with some other models, and I've been posting a lot of these models. I use Tropical Tidbits here because it's very easy, very clean, and it's free, and you can do it too. And he likes us, I think. I hope. We like him. So there you go. So the latest GFS, this has been the trend. A little bit inching its way a little closer to the Outer Banks. Now 999 millibars, anything to go getting too worried about. So again, we're not talking about anything more than a tropical storm at this point. So, you know, don't want to waste too much time. There's our English major, Jonathan. What's up? Hey, what's up, Laura Lee? Good morning. And I found my Louis cup. Look at that. Louis cup. Louis is in there with Emily right now. So this is what we're watching. Just stay alert. Sunday. This is Sunday night. We can start seeing rain bands impacting possibly South Carolina. More than likely not, because most of these systems this time of year are skewed heavily to the north and the east. So North Carolina, for sure, you're going to be watching this, because Monday morning, Sunday night, you could be waking up to some, pretty good little squall lines coming in, especially over the Outer Banks. So, and this extends northward into Virginia and parts of the Mid-Atlantic here. So, this is the latest year or GFS. CMC's been trending kind of the same, just clipping. We got a front coming, and then here's that other piece of energy that we were talking about for Tuesday, or coming down. The second part. So here's the big mess we're watching now. The actual low level is behind it, and the CMC's been constantly showing this coming down in the Gulf and not really forming, but you can see right here, look, 1008. It's very broad, but we talked about this a bunch. There's Tuesday. This is Tuesday. The little piece might break off and be a little weather maker for upper Gulf on Tuesday, Wednesday, and some of these rains get down into Florida on Wednesday. So what's interesting about that, I need to show you real quick, is that we look at the ensembles for the Euro, and ironically, it's actually showing a few of them showing possible development. Now this is through the Tuesday, Wednesday. That same piece of low level energy we're watching that's behind the big Texas blob now. There are a handful of European ensembles saying, hey, maybe we'll get some. But again, there's not a lot of time, but just putting it out there, Just putting it out there. Hey, what's up, Katie? OBX just opened. Yeah, Ed. Well, they're going to get wet. So, all right, there's that. There's the European ensembles. We can look also at GFS here and see if there are any North Atlantic. Nope. What the heck is it? Global North Pacific Atlantic. I don't think they got one zoomed in. Maybe Northeast Atlanta. No. Click. Well, Gulf of Mexico. There we go. Oh, it hasn't run yet. Darn it. All right, so we can go back to Z0Z. Let's see. All right, let's try this one. And see, it's not really showing much. Well, we can do Ms. So, anyway, not a big deal. Power. What's your question there, Jenny? ULIS gear. Oh, yeah, I can do that. I don't really have a store per se. I mean, all these little links right here, see, hurricane season preparedness. There's a lot of links on here. And right above it here, I have USA power outages. But I think what you're asking about is like the power inverters, stuff like that. So I'll put a link on for that. So there's that. All right, so lots to talk about again. All right, let's so we got the hurricane hunters flying out there. There's so many. I go in so many different directions, but here's the satellite radar. Hey, what's up, Ron Hagen? The rains are going to trickle in throughout the day. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's look at some high resolution radar for today. A lot of people worried about their plans on Saturday. So as our low spins here just to the east of Lake Okeechobee, it's going to definitely be putting in sporadic tropical rains. Now, if you grew up in Florida like I have, it is so cool to have sunshine and then these tropical rain bands fly by, and you get the rains, and then you get the sun, and then you get the rain, and you get the sun. So this is what we're going to get throughout the day. This is tonight, 5 o'clock. So there's a chance, some of these bands are going to be very sporadic. The big heavy stuff, I think, is about gone as far as the torrential long-term rains. But this is this evening, 5 o'clock. We could be seeing some bands, daytime heating, making their way in. I mean, this doesn't show it tremendously, but even tonight, when our low pressure is off of the Cape, let's say, there's a possibility. Now, this is not a science, but there is a possibility we're going to be seeing these bandings of rain come through the state of Florida. Okay, so where they set up, it's really impossible to know, because every run of the radar is going to be a little bit different. The fact is that daytime heating, the atmosphere is getting a little bit more moist. There's our word, moist. We're not seeing a lot of dry air that we saw yesterday. So, there'll be plenty of moisture in the atmosphere for these bands to come through. Now, tomorrow it's going to be gone, at least for Florida, and Sunday will be your better day. So here you go. This is through tomorrow. This is, starts to spin away. This is tomorrow, 6 a.m. So pretty dry throughout Florida tomorrow. Today we could have bands of rain. This is 3 o'clock. So, just expect the unexpected. But nothing to stress too much about. The good thing too is the Storm Prediction Center. These type of systems are usually cooled off, and we don't get the serious storm threats that we sometimes see, in the spring. So there you go. There's the storm threats, very weak. So that's good news. So we're just talking about rain. So let's look at some wind speeds. All right. So again, the latest spaghetti models just came out, and they are inching the tick to the west. Doesn't mean much, except this one hasn't been updated. What's up with that? That one has. What's up with that? So let's go to Southwest Florida. Anyway, so the let's look at some windy apps here. You can see this windy.com is a great site, and we'll take a look. Of course, the winds today, obviously, as our system sets up, it's going to be windy to the north, obviously, counterclockwise system. So as we go northward, it's going to be pretty windy, blustery day all the way up the coast of Florida here. Definitely going to be surf advisories. And this is pretty much on all the models. So expect a windy day. And then as we get throughout the day, windy day. Not a good boating day. This is tonight, 7 p.m. Spiraling winds rolling in. NAM a little bit tighter. NAM's always been more aggressive on development. So not necessarily the best predictor of hurricanes, but still like to show everything. All right, so here's a possibility. This is going into Monday morning. So the latest GFS we showed earlier, definitely, a little weaker, which is good news, but it does make landfall in Carolina, which obviously would bring in a lot more unsettled weather to the Outer Banks. This is Monday noontime. So again, Sunday night, you'll start to see the weather go. This is Sunday, 11 p.m. So, Sunday, 11 p.m., regardless of who's right or who's wrong, here's the Euro. So the Euro is actually closer It just turns a little bit more at the end. But so Sunday night, you're going to start to see the weather go downhill, wind-wise tomorrow, and then Outer Banks for sure. Even the Euro is a little bit closer now. So, yeah. Again, a lot of the heaviest stuff is going to be off to the north and the east, but the closer this thing gets to the coast, the more action you're going to see. So, just the trend. The trend is what we're watching. So the cutoff low, Lynette. Yeah, all right, well, the cutoff low is interesting. Hey, Hugs of Louie. What's up, Marianne? Mind blown. What's that mean? Is that good? I don't know. Mind blown. Good thing, bad thing. I don't know. So I don't think that mid-level low is going to kick it out to sea anymore. Because, you know, there's very odd setup here. We always had that potential of a high pressure system to the north, but what we're seeing now is it's kind of a race, you know. So technically, yes, it's going to get pushed off to sea, but the mid-level low on some of the models is actually absorbing if it is Arthur. And here's your mid to upper level low. This is that midweek weather we keep talking about. That's going to do something. You know, it's just going to increase the instability in the south and waves and winds. It depends on where it sets up. Definitely going to be a windy. Let me close out some windows. I don't even know where I'm at. Okay, so let's get past Arthur. So this mid-level low here, you can see it right here. This is Thursday. Depending on where this thing sets up at, it's a very large low-pressure system, and it's going to influence the weather. Here's the Euro. Remember yesterday the Euro was over here? But this is Wednesday, Thursday-ish. So Arthur could be way out to sea, but this mid-level low is going to be the second story of the week for Weathermaker, because depending on where it sets up at, you know, we're going to see an influx of wind and waves coming into the northeast here, mid-Atlantic. And then even down to the Bahamas, we're going to see action. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that's, you know, we got this weird setup here with this low pressure system that's kind of based off of this little low here. It's a very complex system, but even look at Tuesday in Florida. If the low sets up a little bit more over land, we could have a pretty breezy day on Tuesday here through Florida as the low pressure sets up here. So the placement of this mid-level low has been everywhere. So that it's too hard to predict right now exactly who gets what on the mid-level low that they keep talking about. But, you know, there's GFS. So it's an odd pattern to see that big of low pressure hanging around. So it'll be a Weathermaker Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no doubt. So it's going to increase the winds across much of the east. But back to Arthur, and some of the models are having Arthur now absorbed into this mid-level low, and that's kind of the reason some of these spaghetti models. So here you go. This is the latest GFS. Has it pull up and then kind of like gets sucked back into the low, and this makes a big massive low. And so that's the big question mark for sure on that one. But again, the spaghetti models, the latest ones, look at that. There's quite a few now that are showing this absorption into the low. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's interesting. Again, we're not talking about a hurricane, so no stresses. But we watch for trends and models, and we watch for developing weather patterns. And all right, so everybody's talking about the storms. Yep. So May we've had a named storm in May since 2015. So we've had a 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, maybe 20 now. Let's go back to the Hurricane Hunters real quick and see what they're finding. But this could be the 6th year in a row now that, and there they are circling around. The big broad area here of zero winds. Not sure it's going to be closed off enough yet. But the other note too, by the way, the NHC started issuing PTCs, they call them, potential tropical cyclones, which is great. Thank you, Sherry. I love it too. So likely, my opinion is by 11 o'clock, my gut feeling is that we're going to NHC is going to start initiating advisories on PTC #1 because we're within 48 hours, and if we do have watches or warnings possible for the Outer Banks, they need to issue them now because we're within 2 days. So that's my prediction. Just based on models and what we're seeing is, look at that sucker, man. That's a big Texas blob. It sure makes our little guy over here nothing, man. Everything in Texas is bigger. Look at that. Everybody's talking about this, but look at that sucker, man. Hey, what's up, Amy? Yeah, the Bahamas have been getting a lot of action, and as I mentioned, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to get more winds for sure down that way. So, all right, let's see what else you guys are saying. So, kind of makes sense. We're just waiting on, and unfortunately, here's your excessive rain outlook for today. Again, more heavy rains, Texas, Oklahoma eastward, and then tomorrow it extends a tick to the east, right along Mississippi. That's tomorrow, excessive rain outlook. Again, we're not too worried about storms right now. There doesn't appear to be, other than marginal, but very low tornado chance, just mainly general weather, so that's good. Sherry kicked your ass last night, huh? The tip. Oh, the blah blah. So it is a tip, not the panhandle. Hey, thanks, Carolee. Hope that's right. So Julie, yeah, I don't know. It's got to be very deflating for the media and National Hurricane Center to talk about the official start of hurricane season in June 1st when we've already had a named system. It's kind of like a buzzkill, right? So should be, I don't know. I mean, I love the prep. They have the hurricane specials. We have the sales going on. We have, tax-free holidays. But it's kind of silly after the fact that we might have 6 years now of a storm before all that. So maybe make it May 1st so that you could be ahead of the game. Buy your toilet paper. I got it right, Don? Cool. So Sally, yeah, OBX is on the line for sure. There are a few models, and here's intensity models. Pretty much all the intensity models are predicting, we could have close to 60 mile an hour, and I mean, the NAM is predicting, mid 900 millibars. So, I don't see any predicting anything too high, but again, we could have a mid, pretty strong, tropical storm. Right? All right, so let's see. Let's look at some ensembles here. So the Euro ensembles, well, we actually just had a new one come out. So the Euro's either right or late to the game, but all the European ensembles are having to go off to sea. So that's good news. So if you're a Euro fan, you're not going to get much along the coast. You'll get winds for sure. But not landfall. Now, the GFS latest is predicting a possibility of a landfall. So it shifted a little bit more to the and that all that it really is a big storyline. No sound. Oh God, don't scare me. Aloha, Steve. No flights for you today. Hey, Jonathan, what's weird about June? Sometimes we get these early season storms and then we have a big break. People get complacent. Season's a bust. And then things get going the end of July, August. So June and July typically aren't very busy. We always get these early system. Look at this one. I was looking at the UK ensembles. This is great. And by the way, this is weathernerds.org. Great guys. I donate to them too. Levi's site, weathernerds.org. But the UK ensembles, I thought I saw one drunk one. Maybe that was not the UK. I thought I saw one. Well, yeah, I did. This one. We have a couple going off into Georgia, but that's odd. So, So again, guys, listen, we're not stressed. I'm not going to harp too much about getting people paranoid. It's just fun to talk about it. I think it's cool. I think it's cool to see spinach. Look at that. Morning spinach. Would you know? Hey, tuned in late, Crystal. No, you do not. But we could have a PTC. They call it a PTC, potential tropical cyclone, because we're getting close within 48 hours of when. What's the day today? Today's Saturday, Sunday night, Monday night. Yeah, we're close. We're close enough that they should probably issue one of these. So we might get a. See, it's at 80% right now. But I would be real surprised if we don't get one real soon, just because we're within that 2-day window of prep time. So again, the hurricane hunters are flying, and we'll see what they say. Not a very good close low right now, but it's trying. You can see a little bit more barbs closing off. Could be enough for them. As long, a couple things they look at. They look at that, and then they look at thunderstorm activity, and they're definitely a sign of lightning. Lightning is one sign of potential development. And don't look at the Texas blob. It's just a blob. If that was Arthur, oh my God, it would be like the end all. But we're trying to find a cloud in Arthur right now. So anyway, we are getting convection. Look at a little fish right there. Hey Betty, well, I don't know about that. That's your call. Look at that. All right, so there's our convection firing a little bit more right here. So a little bit of lightning. This is the general area that they're going to be watching for development. And I showed the wind maps. Let's see if there's any scans here. So this is an ASCAT wind scan, and you can see the strong east winds. Nothing showing up close on this one. Try met up B. B. Nope, that was too far out. And we got C now. C? Nope, too far out. Those are satellite scans. They're pretty cool. All right, what else you guys talking about? Wind and wane. Yeah. Hey, Stephanie Stokes. Hardest season. Yeah, blobs in the Gulf. I know this one looks bad, but it is definitely not showing any sign of moving. So, yeah, watch it. I mean, it's impressive. But there's just no, the actual energy is behind it that's fueling it. This is that low-level energy we talked about that it's going to be a weather maker this week. The euro still has it getting pulled up into that mid-level low. There's that low pressure over the week, Wednesday, Thursday. So not going to be a huge weather maker other than winds and some rain. So yeah, go fly. Hey, what's up, Junkyard? Getting parts for your truck. What kind of truck you got, Michelle? What else you guys are saying? Hey, Sean. Well, weather's all the models failed. See, I love what we do because we just look at all the models, right? And it doesn't matter how smart we all think we're getting. The weather always throws us for a loop, right? And just like the rains, cool, Betty. That's a good choice. But just like the rains last weekend for South Florida, guess what? It was pretty much a bust. And every single model predicted huge inches of rain. Big rain. And we got little rain. All the models' idea of 6 inches was about 1 inch. But yeah, Patty, it is fascinating. Hey, Casper, yeah, we're hoping for rain in the Panhandle, but right now, the 5-day rain is still looking kind of bleak here for southeast minus South Florida. That's a 5-day rain totals right here. Hey, Matthias, good idea. Let's take a look at some lightning. I bet you it's going bonkers. I could just imagine. Look at that, South Texas, the tip of Texas. Look at that. Live lightning down in Brownsville, an area. Look at that, man. Corpus Christi southward. The tip of Texas getting lit up this morning. Live lightning. Yeah, we could do that. Oh, I know, Casper. That's terrible. But I did hear all the evacuations. I assume Naples is looking good as far as the fires. Somebody did post that. Hopefully the fires are out. So anyway, all right. Hey, Don, I bet he's eating. Look at that, man. Let's see if we can see your son waving. There he is right there. Hi, Mom. All right, so there's very little lightning over here where our storm is actually. That was weird because the must have been satellite fooled the Weather Nerd site there. There was a few bolts, but there's not. So no lightning. Good point. Somebody said. All right, what else is cooking? Yeah, so Outer Banks is definitely in the mix, Steven. Yes, for sure, 100%. You got a good chance this thing either at least, no doubt, Sunday night into Monday, you're going to get a lot of winds, and I still think we got to watch it for potential landfall. Potential. At least 50-50. That's better than most people said, no chance of land. Never say never, man. At any time in the tropics you say never, guess what? It bites you. Groveland, I know where that's at. I got family that lives in Claremont, Susan, home of the Citrus Tower and all the orange grows. I miss that. Claremont orange grows. The most amazing picture back in the day. Look at that. You could see miles and miles of orange groves, but not anymore. All you see is houses and interstates. Bummer. Piece of Florida culture gone. But the tower's still there. Citrus Tower. All right, anything else? So, Cat 5, Katie, I don't know about that. Hey, Casper, yeah, let's take a look at the dry air. Dry air is the only thing that's going to inhibit at this point because the shear is definitely relaxing. Yeah, there's some north, but mid-levels, not bad. Or we can animate it. So mid-levels, not too bad. Yesterday we had a lot more to the west. Still have a lot of shear though. You can see the movement. Upper level shear, but there, there's a mid-level, and then we have upper level. Obviously, we got a lot going on around it. So there is, you're right, there is some upper level shear or dry air. We use this map this season. This is our total precipitable water map. You can see the spinach starting to spin. There's the ITCZ line down here where we'll start to see our Cape Verde systems come off of Africa. But right here we see, you see a little spinach in the moisture. Pretty cool. And you can see the moisture here in Texas. All this is being fed up to that low. See a different setup. All this moisture is being fed up north. That's to where that low is setting up right now over Texas. But there's that spinach map, and then we can look at. Let's see what else we can look at. We can look at the dry. We can look at the dry air map. This is a good one. And look at that's pretty dry around our area. So I mean, it's got everything going for it, except time. Shear's dropping. And yeah, so I think this thing's on like Donkey Kong. I see nothing stopping it from at least becoming named. We'll see. Hey Zach, you're gonna get some definitely tomorrow night. Things go downhill. Winds. There's a chance for some squall lines into South Carolina. But the gist of it's going north to probably North Carolina, maybe into Virginia some. So, Arthur, I think the rains in Florida are slowly pulling northward. So South Florida rains are disappearing. Like we showed earlier, though, we are definitely going to get some rain bands developed throughout the day here in Florida with the daytime heating. And there's one potential, we always get these one or two potential bands that make it all the way on this coast over here. You could get the backside of a band later today, no doubt. In fact, there you go. There's one of them right there. Boom. So this is 7 o'clock tonight. So, as our system slowly pulls north, expect a couple bands to roll around through Florida here. And have that classic tropical feeling. That should be a song. Andy Simmons, are you out there? We should do a tropical feeling song like the old time sexual healing. Can't say that, I guess. All right, what's up, everybody else? Any more questions? Hey, Philip, doesn't look too strong. Again, it could be a middle of the road tropical storm. I mean, some of the intensity models, I don't always buy into these too much, but for the most part, when you have every single model pointing upwards, then it's right below the hurricane threshold. So we don't have any crazy outliers. So middle of the road tropical storm is definitely not out of the question. There's that. All right, Michelle. What else is cooking? Anything else? I don't know if I can bring Louis. I think he's probably laying. Let me go get Louis. Just yeah, we got a reggae jam. We got 4 hits, man. We have 4 Andy Simmons hits. Let's pull them up. So we have our man Andy Simmons. He's got 4 Drunk Donkey songs, and we did have a reggae one. That's what I was gonna play right here. So I'll put this on while I go get Louis. Take 2 seconds. 2 and 2. All right, we're back. This song even has Louis in it. Louis, it's a song about you, buddy. So anyway, search for it, man. We got one half of an album right now. Here's Hurricane Louis. He was in there sleeping with Emily. What do you think, buddy? You like that song? All right. So, any more questions before I lose everybody due to my goofiness? Hey, listen, I got a new site too that I just linked up here. Cyclonic Weather, and his name's Alex. But he's got some good graphics too on there. So another option. Hey Mason, I do, bud. Typically, what the heck's going on? Why is that not pulling up? I got too many models. Let me close everything. Oh, now Sarah's jealous. There we go. So here's a good little site. Current storms, kind of like a little variety. I like this graphic here. This is kind of neat. Shows you. I added this actually. He said no problem. I could link it, so I put it on the site. But that's a neat little graphic. I love watching the track of this storm. This is where we're at right now. So that's pretty neat. So I linked that one, and he's got some graphics too. So there's that. And there you go. So we're going to watch the National Hurricane Center. My prediction is 11 o'clock we'll have Maybe 5 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see a PTC sooner or later. Watch. All right, cool, man. Hey, April, you missed it. Dang it. You can watch it again, though. Let's see. Later Gators. I want to see what you guys are talking about. I can only read a couple comments at a time, but you're making grits, Whitney. I love grits. Mama's grits are the best with butter and a lot of pepper. I love pepper in my grits. Makes me want to go to Cracker Barrel. It's the only place I know locally that I can get grits right now. Bacon, oh, you're killing me. Hey, Amber, what's the bell? What bell? Did we have a bell last year? I can't remember. Jason, you missed all the fun, man. We're talking about weather. Oh, the bell. Yeah, the bell. All right. No more big questions, I see. I will upload this, by the way, on YouTube and attempt to comb my hair. Gonna go out in the water tomorrow and brave all the craziness. Cowbell. Oh, the cowbell. Yeah, I had a cowbell last year. Where did it go? Somewhere. We haven't been going to Rays games, that's for sure. So, all good. All right. I'm looking around. I got things. So I started let me just show you all this cool stuff here, man. Look at this. I got to put it all on display, but over the years, man, I've got some cool stuff here. People have mailed me patches and ship coins and Daytona Beach Police Department. Look at that. I got a Carteret County, North Carolina patch. Got more Daytona stuff. More. I got a Sea Dragon coin. Look at that. Cool stuff, man. I gotta organize. I actually started cleaning yesterday, so. And my most prized possession ever was a patch from the Hurricane Hunters. They actually sent to me a little signed from one of the captains. So that was cool. Mike. So that was neat. So they're out there flying right now, doing their thing, and we'll be with them all year long, right? Cool. What's up, Terry? Titusville, yeah. It's that time of year. Oh, Carteret, Don? That's your neck of the woods, right? I remember they had a tornado we covered. What else is cooking? All right, well, sounds good. Got up too early today. Killed me. I'm like laying in bed. I'm like, I'm going to get up. There's our circulation, by the way. Take a look at that. Hey, Diana. So we're winding down. So if you guys are bored, I'll just keep yakking for a little bit longer. Julia, it'd be fun to fly with them, no doubt. I got an invitation to tour with them. I got to get over there. I wanted to take the family. They said I could take them, but I couldn't go last year because of school. And the days that they wanted me to come was school. Well, now we don't have school, but now we're not allowed probably to go there. So anyway, hey, Joseph, more coffee, yep. Rain boots. Shoes for cruise. Heck. Okeechobee, Tracy. Yeah, you're getting past some rains. Rocket launch 1023. Interesting. Let's go to Twitter and see if they're talking about the rocket launch. Twitter is, those just came out. So, there it is. That one just got posted. Their key messages, heavy wind, rains, all that fun stuff. Elongated weak pressure, only 1,009 millibar. That's not really low for a tropical system. And of course we have the bay here, other side of the world, India, Bangladesh, big storm going. So yeah, there's a lot of chit chat online. We have potential flooding here, Montana, Missouri, Montana, MO. Failed that part of school. Initials. That's why I still use Florida, FLA. Jesse, no. Listen, I try to do 9:19 in the mornings, and We try to do every you know, now and I got into a good pattern last year with Dorian. We did 9:19 p.m. And I have that on my Facebook page too, and on the header now. So, and I put some weekends. So this is a some weekend forecast, and I put most weekdays because I don't want to say every weekday, because there's going to be a weekday I don't do it, and then I go, hey, you said every weekday. Well, most weekdays, some weekends, and then 9:19 during storms. I should put during bad storms. But anyway, Michelle, yeah, you can email me there on my website. I also have, I think I have an email here. Yeah, I don't know. You go to my website right here, very top. Oh no, I don't even have that on there anymore. Ooh, no wonder. I take the email down during storms because holy cow, I don't even know how do people find me now. I don't even have my email link on here anymore. I still get emails all the time, but oh my god, I get hundreds of emails an hour. I can't keep up. I hate it. I try to answer every single one, but it's just there's not enough time in the day. All right, anything else cooking? Mega Blob is, hey, Whitney, I know. I wonder if that blob's going to get to you. I don't know. It says no. All the models say no. But it is. It is. Look at that. Well, no, all the models said no development in the Gulf. But definitely it's coming to you. Look at that sucker Bowen, man. That's crazy. See, we talked about this heavy rain. You know, look at that sucker, man. Look, it's like a jellyfish. Look at that thing. Crazy. It's a helmet. There you go, Stephanie. Yeah, there's a few one. But yeah, it's coming in hot. You're right. Nope, you're right. It's, yeah. So, didn't mean to say it was dying for you guys. Just, it's not gonna. Apparently, it's not going to develop down in the Gulf. But yeah, we show the excessive rain for Louisiana today. It's coming. Look at that. And we had a huge midweek rain event here in New Orleans area. Unfortunately, they're going to get this here real soon. So I don't think we have any watches or warnings up with this though. Just flood advisory possibly. Flash flood watch, and that's actually, well, we have flood warning going on parts of Louisiana currently. Flood warnings already, so that ain't gonna help. Anyway, all right, so what's cooking? Anything else? Yeah, Taylor. I'm a wanted man. Cool beans. All right, well, I'm gonna upload this, and we will watch this. We'll wait for the new update from the Hurricane Center. We'll see what the hurricane hunters find, and we'll probably have a PTC #1 issued, which will it'll likely extend into the Carolinas with a potential landfall early Monday morning. So. No, I did not, Diane. I got a South Padre. Somebody else just posted that. I got to keep up with that kind of stuff. This. I don't see anything. I have to do some homework. Find out where the link is. So, hey, yeah, Telford, what's up, man? Yeah, NASCAR tonight. NASCAR's back, kind of back. It's gonna be weird with no fans. And no pit crews. And hey, Scott, I love them both, man. They're my two go-to sites for sure. There you go. All right, sounds good. So I'm not sure about tomorrow. Maybe, probably not. It's family day tomorrow, so. But I'll be posting for sure. All right, so look at I'll be updating throughout the day for sure, and just pay attention. Florida, you're going to get squally weather throughout the day. Really tropical feeling storms with periods of sunshine, little pockets of showers are going to be fast moving. They're going to start to extend pretty much across the whole state throughout the day. So, your rain's not done down in South Florida. We'll see these bands develop and push your way later today. So the only difference today is the flow will be coming from the west, which is kind of weird because yesterday it all came from the east. And I expect we could possibly see some bands here in west central Florida too. So that'll be interesting to watch. And then, of course, how this thing materializes. And, you know, it doesn't have a lot of time to develop, but we could be looking at a mid-level tropical storm possibly impacting the Carolinas tomorrow night into Monday. So there you go. Cool beans. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, supporters. Thank you, stars. And time for more coffee with Louie. And I'll read that, Betty. Thank you. All right, have a good one, guys. Bye.